Hey guys, what's going on? Happy Monday. Hope all is well. Love and light, everybody. I'm gonna give a few minutes for you guys to jump on in the live. I want to talk about opening up a banking account in Dominican Republic. I did a video about that a couple of years ago, so this is just an updated video, only because I just opened up an account with Band Reservists in Washington Heights, New York. For those of you guys who don't know, they do have a location there. So I just wanted to kind of talk about, the process and, how did it go for me. I will say that I left, I left my house about like 9:30. So I got between traffic and everything. I didn't get there till about a quarter to 11. By the time I got my ticket and got my ticket to get in line, it was 11:03. And after it was all said and done, guys, the time was about 3. So I mean, I pretty much spent all day up an account. Now you can call in advance to make an appointment, but just know that if you go that route, it takes about 2 months to get an appointment. All right, that's one. And if you're gonna go in as a walk-in, I highly suggest you guys go as early as possible before they open. That way, you're one of the first ones to be seen. Otherwise, you're gonna be sitting like a sitting duck waiting, until they're ready to call you. In which, for me, that was almost a 4-hour ordeal. Yeah. So now let's talk about what you need in order to open up an account. This is specifically here in New York. For those of you guys who live in the tri-state area, I'm gonna tell you all the documents that I brought. I brought my titles in Deslinde on my property, because they want to know, in order to open up an account with a Dominican bank here in New York, they pretty much want to see that you have ties with Dominican Republic. So my title in Deslinde was proof, that I have ties in Dominican Republic. So, anything that shows proof that you have ties with DR is acceptable. Not acceptable. You're gonna need your passport, your ID, your social security card, your most 3 recent pay stubs. You're gonna need that as well. What else did they ask me for? Yeah, so the pay stubs, your ID, is your passport, proof that you have ties in DR. So those are pretty much all the things that you need. And if you don't, in 6 months worth of, I'm sorry guys, 6 months of bank statements you guys are gonna need. You're gonna need 6 months of bank statements. Okay, now if you decide to open up this account here in New York, the account is active right away. They issue you a debit card. They issue you a debit card. So now, guys, I opened up 2 accounts. Just so you guys know, you have an option. You can open up a U.S. dollar account, or you can open up a peso account. Now, if you decide to open up a U.S. dollar account, you have to have a minimum of $500 in that account a month. Otherwise, they're going to charge you $10 a month for not having the minimum amount of $500. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Now, if you're opening up a peso account, the minimum required to open up a peso account is 2,500 pesos, which is, I think it's equivalent to about maybe about $40. Maybe about $40. Okay, and if you don't have the minimum, if you don't keep the minimum of $40 in the account, they're going to charge you $1. $1 every, I get $1 per month every time there's not enough money in the account. All right, so keep those things in mind, guys. And also, this is not, just so you know, if you do decide to open up a banking account with Ban Reserva in New York, just know that it's not a traditional bank. It's not the kind of bank that you go to when you withdraw money. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. Also, if you are looking to transfer, funds from your bank, your U.S. banking account to your Dominican banking account with Ben Reserves, specifically Ben Reserves. I don't know about anybody else. This is what was advised to me, so I'm, informing you guys. So what the representative said to me is that if you are transferring over like $10,000, that's the limit. If you're transferring $10,000 from your U.S. account to your Dominican banking account, what's going to end up happening is that they're going to freeze that money until you show proof, that where this money came from. They just concerned about money laundering and those things. So just keep that in mind, guys. If you do plan to send that kind of a money, that amount of money, you plan on making a purchase, you just have to show proof what this money is, where this money is going to, whether it be going to purchasing a home or down payment for an apartment, those kind of things. So just make sure you submit, and also you don't have to go to the bank in the DR. You can go to Bank Reserves here in New York and show proof of that. So that way when you get to DR, the money will be released. All right. So just keep that in mind. What else? I'm trying to think of some other things that the representative said to me that was pretty helpful. Yeah, so when you do open this account with Ben Reserves, it's because a lot of you guys are probably wondering, will that allow you to establish credit in the Dominican Republic? Yes and no. Yes and no. If you don't have a credit history in the Dominican Republic and you're looking to, let's just say, purchase a home in DR, pretty much what they're going to look at your past credit history here in the States, and then they will determine at that point whether or not you'll be eligible for a loan. All right. Um, and then establishing credit in the DR. Now, I was told from the representative, if you're looking to establish credit in the DR, apply for a credit card. They do issue out credit to foreigners. I was told it might not be with a high credit limit, but it's something to get your name established in terms of your credit history in Dominican Republic. Yeah. Larry Johnson, boring. I'm glad you working, brother. I'm glad you working, brother. Boring. I'm boring. Or you saying you're boring? I'm just providing information for those who are looking to open up an account in Dominican Republic. And then also, if you are transferring money from your U.S. account to your Dominican account, there's several ways they offer you to do that. One way would be Carib Express, which I'm sure a lot of you guys already know that. RIA, RIA. I mean, there's a few money transferring companies that you can use to have this money transferred over to your Dominican account. And they do, of course, they do charge a fee. So just keep that in mind. It's not going to be like, now the representative did tell me, he said this: if you are transferring, let's just say $10,000 or more, it's better to do a wire transfer. It's better to do a wire transfer if you're going to transfer $10,000 or more. Now, if you're transferring anywhere between 500 till about $3,000-4,000, it's better you send it through like a Carib Express, a RIA, RIA, or one of those wiring transfer companies, opposed to sending it through a wire transfer. And as you guys know, if you're doing a wire transfer, it takes a couple of days to reach your account. So just keep that in mind, especially those of you guys who are purchasing property and getting materials. Just know you give yourself that window to make sure that the money clears. All right. So that's pretty much it, man. I just wanted to leave you guys with that little bit of information. For those of you guys who are looking to open up a banking account in New York, a Dominican banking account in New York, they have made it really convenient for us, those who are living in the tri-state area. You don't even have to go to DR in order to do that. And if you do decide to go to DR, the process takes a little bit longer opposed to doing it here in New York. So I suggest you guys do it here if you can. Granted, it is a process. I will say, I sat in there in that bank for about 3 to 4 hours, almost 4 hours, to open up this account. But it's well worth it. Now, it saves me a peace of mind, and now I don't have to worry about, transferring money now. And also, once you, and yeah, that's another thing, guys. They issue you your cards right on the spot. I got a card for my peso account, and I got a card for my US dollar account. Okay, and yeah, once you open that account, you can pretty much start transferring money right away, right away. Yeah, doesn't take any time to do it. So yeah, there you have it, guys. I just wanted to drop that to you guys, for those of you guys looking to open up a banking account. And it's in Washington Heights. I believe that's the location that I went to. I must say it again, guys, go early. There's no parking in that area. I mean, I had to circle around 3 and 4 times before I found a parking spot. So I believe they open up around 9 o'clock. So try to get there as early as possible. That way you can beat the long line of people waiting to get in. All right. Yo, what bank is that in New York? Ace World. It's called Banreservas. Banreservas. Banreservas is a Dominican bank located on Amsterdam in Washington Heights, and then I think they have one on West in Midtown somewhere. So yeah, as I said, guys, easy process. For those of you guys who are just tuning in, you're just gonna have to go back and rewatch this, so you know all of what you need in order to open up this account. If you're living in Jersey, Connecticut, I mean, it's worth the drive, especially if you don't plan on going to DR no time soon. I think it's worth the drive to go and do it, and that way you have your accounts. Because at this point now, I don't even have to travel with money on me. Oh, and then also the limited amount that you can withdraw on a daily is 2,500, guys. Just so you know, 2,500 USD is the limit that you can withdraw from your account daily. All right. So that's what it is, guys. I appreciate all the love and support. I appreciate those who are watching. Don't forget to hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. For those of you guys who are just tuning in, just know I'll be in DR for the month of April. If any of you guys want to link up, have drinks, you can reach out to me via email at taylorjason01@gmail.com. All right, guys. Until then, I'll be talking to y'all soon. Take care always, and yeah, man, y'all be safe. Until next time, guys.